What up, what up, what up?
What up, dog?
Welcome back to A Lady and a Savage podcast. And if this is your first time here, welcome.
Yeah. Glad you joined. Tell a friend, pass the information along. We still looking for sponsors. Our next episode, we actually have a sponsor already. So if you're looking for immediate acknowledgement or for us to put your information out there, just know that it won't be the next episode. But go ahead and get in line.
All right. So we do have some guests in the studio. Same guests from last week. If you caught last week's episode, we had to do it virtually because there was a snowstorm. So we invited them back so we could continue the conversation. So welcome back, Bam. Welcome back, Spanish.
Hey. But before we get into the topic of the day, we're going to run through some hot topics. We're going to run through some information that's going on around the city and in the nation. And Tosha going to let you all know what's going on in the streets right now. And then we're going to jump right into our conversation. All
right. So first thing we want to do is just give some Black History love. It is Black History Month.
Yes. Power to the people.
And today our spotlight is on the Color Purple musical. Seems like Oprah is behind the production of the Color Purple musical, and there is an all-star cast. We've got Taraji P. Henson. I believe she's playing Suge Avery. And we've got Fantasia as Celie, which I think is really cool. That's a good cast.
She's always been Celie, right?
See, I was trying to keep it cute.
I mean, I like Fantasia, but, you know.
She got Celie energy.
She's strapped, but she's definitely Celie.
And then we got some people that we haven't seen on the big screen before. We got the music artist, Her. I forgot the role that she's going to play.
We'll get back to that in
But she's going to be in the movie as well. And Hallie Bailey of Chloe and Hallie. She is the sister. Most people, I think, know Chloe because she a little fast. Okay. So that's
they not twins, but they look alike.
Yes, and they can sing their tails off. That's the most important.
Okay. But no, I think I know them for other reasons, but I know.
I was gonna say I know you know that one sister because she said you can't get this thickness out of your mouth.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's enjoy the Color Purple musical. Everybody go support, and let's get right into what's going on in these streets. So. Kanye West, he and Kim Kardashian are divorcing, as I'm sure most people know, and he is taking to social media every chance he gets to talk about how he believes this woman is trying to keep him from his kids. So the question is, do we believe that he is just unraveling and falling apart, or does he have some valid claims and gripes, and is he just trying to be a father to his kids?
I think that one just real short and sweet. You don't necessarily need to teach or tell anybody how to be a parent. I think he shouldn't allow her to hold or stop him from doing anything, and he should use every piece of power and finances he has to make sure that he plays a pivotal role in those kids' lives.
Okay, so he seems to be leaning and looking to the Black community for support. Do you think we owe him our support?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Why? Absolutely. Just period. I mean, we Black. It's Black History Month.
All skin folk and kinfolk.
Just like the Black dollar. You should be spending it on your own all this month.
I rock with Kanye, though. I stand behind him, whether Black, brown, or whatever. I stand behind him. I think that he has been a confused person. He has been a crazy person. But I do think that he is looking a little unhinged, so he needs to pull it together. And then the next big thing is we got some gentlemen blowing up the internet. So
that's all you.
So Rihanna broke the internet with her pregnancy news, and then boom, here comes Nelly. Claiming to mistakenly have posted himself receiving oral sex in his Instagram stories. And with that, his penis was exposed. So, that video is quickly making its way around Twitter and social media. And folks are weighing in saying they're not really impressed.
Oh, man, he's bad out here in the streets. That's word travel fast.
So then somehow, I guess Lil Fizz has an OnlyFans page, and I guess somebody thought they should follow suit and drop his. And so his is floating around. Oh. And then everybody start complaining and saying, but wait, we don't want to see either of them. We want Method Man.
I think all this just sound like a regular day in any female's DM. Like that's not real news. Let's get to the letter.
What they gonna say if somebody leak yours, bro?
They're going to be like, that's perfect. That's really all they're going to say. It's absolutely perfect.
And you know what, on that note, this is where you just take a sip because
let's get to the ladder because I really want to get back to the conversation that we was having last week because there's been some things going around on the internet with all these women getting on bended knee.
Okay, so
like they boys to men. So we're going to get to the little letter because I'm sure we got a letter about something recent that's been taking place.
Hold on. Last thing. Let's give some congrats to rapper Eve. She had her first baby, a baby boy born February 1st. And this is a big deal for her because she's been really, really, really trying hard to conceive. It was not an easy journey.
Finally got her stripes.
So she finally got her boy. But his name, it's a whole run-on sentence. Wild Wolf Fife Alexander Summers Cooper.
That's an Indian name in there.
I mean, it sounds really stately.
It actually sounds like she's married to something else, but that's another conversation.
Maximilian Cooper is a billionaire, so she did that. Go ahead, E. All right, so I see Chuck is so eager to get into this, so let's get into this. So we don't have a letter, but there was something that really sparked my eye on social media that falls right in line with our topic. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kiera Sheard. She is a gospel artist. Her father, she's local, right from Detroit, and her father is Bishop Sheard
Big up to the family.
Greater Emmanuel or whatever. But Kiera Sheard says that her lady friends, her homegirls, cannot spend the night at her house because she just does not want to create temptation for her husband. You know, her parents have given her wisdom and her mom has given her all this advice and the elders in her life have given her advice. And so she just, you know, thinks that it's best to just keep those energies separate. And she felt the need to go on her social media and clarify and say it's not about insecurity and she doesn't have friends that she doesn't trust. And she does trust her husband. She said it's just about having boundaries. So,
well, I think on that note, we should definitely reintroduce our guests so they can chime in immediately on this BS.
So much to say about that.
Because that goes along with the rest.
That's a major contradiction. First of all, how do you say...
That's Bam talking. Then we have Spanish with us again.
Yes, ma'am. So, how do you say, well, I'm not insecure. Well, first of all, I'm not going to let anybody spend the night at my house, my friends, because it's going to create temptation. I don't want to create temptation for my husband. But I trust my husband. But I trust my friends. But I just don't feel like I should... No, that sounds so crazy.
What do you think, Tasha?
I think that's a major contradiction.
Okay,
I feel like...
Oh, no, let Bam finish her thought.
No, because I need both of you actually.
I'm about to chime in, but I want to finish that one thought, and then I'm going to
go. If I had friends living from out of town and they came to my house and I was married, I wouldn't give a damn.
So,
like, if I trust my friend and I trust my husband, what is the problem? I mean, you're not going to be walking out after you get out the shower ass naked, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I would hope nobody's
that stupid. I mean, you'd be surprised, but... I mean, what you say, Sasha? I definitely think it's it's an insecurity issue.
Well, I definitely think it's a whole lot of old schoolness and overthinking going on too. Like maybe if she's not insecure, she's definitely taking some tips from the elders that I think aren't necessarily really necessary. Like, I mean, I'm not married, but I have a lot of married friends, and I've spent tons of drunken nights at their home, and I ain't never twerked on their husband.
You know the boundaries.
I ain't never walked around inappropriately dressed.
You said what about the ones without the boundaries?
Come on now.
Because there is some without boundaries.
Well, I can't see nothing you're saying because I can't see your ass.
Well, I don't want anybody else's husband. That's number one. Like, I just don't want something that belongs to somebody else as it is. That's the first start because I'm a little too much.
To me, I think that's a little traditional, and I see nothing wrong with it in the sense where, for me, I wouldn't want my homeboy spending the night with me and my old lady. Now, I've done it in the past, but I really didn't trust them motherfuckers. Like, there was no way I was really going to sleep with him in my house. That was just period. With me and my old lady in the house and him in the house, I'm not going to sleep.
I kind of think it's different for men in a way. Because, like, I'm thinking of all the times that I've slept over it's one specific friend. All the times I've slept at her place, gentlemen have never really slept over at the same time. Now, there was one time we did plan on purpose intentionally an adult sleepover, and her husband's friends were invited.
Sound like a swingers party.
And we were invited. It did not go down like that. Okay, we're wholesome. Okay.
Oh,
Wholesome.
interesting.
I don't know about as wholesome as you think you are.
Yeah.
I mean,
You like to think you're wholesome, but
Hi, Dad.
What about the
Hi, Mom.
the sneaky ones? See, I don't take it to a hole. I'm gonna shake some feathers. What about the ones with no boundaries and the sneaky ones? See, it's all different ways to look at this.
I mean, the ones
So
with
what
no
would you say?
boundaries and that sneaky
I
are
mean,
bound
it
to
just
get
depends
caught.
on who it is.
would you let somebody? Would you let? You have?
Yeah, I
And
don't worry
did you
about
try?
that. Listen,
You tried something?
What in my past?
Yeah, in your
Have I-
past.
yeah,
We got
yeah.
a confession, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
This may be the reason why she said
That's
that.
why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like
Let us
Go
know
ahead. I mean, this is what we're here for.
Oh, you don't have to. I just thought about it.
I just think, I speak for myself. Like
Speak on it.
I've been the cable man, right?
Okay.
When you go to a customer's house and the customer know you coming and it's a woman and all that, it's a lot of temptations going on. And their husband be at work. It's a handsome cable man coming to
See,
the
I think
door.
that's interesting because when you inviting a guest over, there's not a job at hand. When
You don't gotta ask for
invite
no.
a guest over.
You ain't gotta
I'm
ask for
scared
no
of
number or
Spanish.
none of that. I mean,
when you got the number, that's how you got to get there. You got the
no,
address, you
they
got
had
everything.
confessions right there.
So, Tasha, it sounds like these two can't be trusted to allow people to slept over at your crib.
Yeah, I'm
No,
like, it
no,
sounded
I-
to me like
You
you
said
gotta
these
know.
I
I ain't
can't.
You got to know. The bottom line, you got to know their fruit. Inspect that fruit. You should know your friends. You should know which ones are scandalous and will try you. You should know which ones are on the up and up and good folks, and act accordingly. Treat people accordingly.
Absolutely.
No, I never do none of my friends. Like my friends, no. There's limits. I'm just talking
Okay,
about
because
just.
I was nervous.
Oh, because that's
darling.
what I was saying. I
No,
said, have
no.
you ever tried
Like,
something with
whoa.
No,
one of the friends
hell
that
no,
came
no.
over?
None of my friends and none of my friends I done let came over. Like, if one of my homeboys called and something really, really went down and need to come to my house and my girl there, she gonna open the door. I don't.
You
Like,
don't distrust them.
Yeah,
We
no.
needed to clear
Now, I
that
do
up.
have this one friend.
Yeah,
She
he
can't
he did need to clear that up because it was a small
Definitely, 'cause
confusion.
that's
Because you said what was up with the sneaky one.
Because that's true. That's true too.
That's true.
I mean, I've been to all flavors, but I'm saying like, as
All
far as my
flavors?
friends,
Meaning like the main, the sneaky link.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's normal.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
everybody got to play a role
We
sometimes.
touched on that last week with me.
But far as
think
my
we need to get
friends,
back into
no,
that.
I never do that to none of my friends, and none of my friends that's been over my house would do that to me.
Right.
Question:
I do have a friend.
Would you
I'm telling you.
propose to a man?
Wait, let me finish this. I do have this one friend. I love her to death, and she probably watching this. She know. She done hit everything behind me. I
So
ain't
she
letting her.
can't spend a night at your house.
She can spend a night, but not while my slut there. Not while my slut. If my slut there, she not coming. Unless
Damn.
we decide that that's what we about to do. We gonna rock out together, all three of us. But then on some just me and him type shit.
She's not invited.
No, ma'am.
Hey.
No, sir.
Hey, friend, if you're listening, no judgment, but
No, friend. You know who you is,
don't want to
friend.
be sloppy seconds. Pool, go get you your own.
And what's so crazy is she have a man that she been with for about 20 years.
Well, let's not put it. We don't know you, ma'am. We're not gonna put your business
Listen,
out
she
there
don't
fully.
care.
We're not gonna put your business out there
We
fully.
is.
We're gonna get to the topic of today, which is picking
It's
back
gonna
up
get
where
like
we
that.
left off with
It can get
yesterday.
like that.
It has nothing to do with her
I love
ratchet
you,
friend.
friend.
Don't
But
mess
you know how
with
you
my
can get
man.
sometimes. It's cool. I love
I
you.
want to give it to
I
you.
ain't mad.
I want to talk about women proposing to men. I want to talk
Let's
about this
get
silly
into
shit
that.
I'm
Ain't nothing to
seeing
talk
on the
about when you
internet.
say that.
I want to understand.
Who never
Would you
talked about it?
propose to a man? Like, what would you actually propose to a man, Tasha?
I
Would you
said,
get on
we
one
want
knee?
to talk about it. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nobody.
First of all, I don't even like to get on my knees to do other things.
Oh,
So
why
how
not?
you do it, Tasha?
What's this? It's a teeny popper room.
So how do you do it, Tasha? If you don't get on your knees, how do you get to it?
Bam, every time you've done that, you've gotten on your knees. Every time.
No, I lay on my stomach and get in between his legs.
Damn,
I'm
Tasha.
being lazy.
Damn.
Or I ain't trying to be all sexy, you know.
But you
Yeah.
not getting on one knee. though.
Tasha came with the kitty disco.
Tasha,
on.
like, I do other things.
Tasha, what you do, baby? I want to know.
Other things. Daddy, block this whole section out.
Please, Daddy, we got a lot to talk about.
No, back to the question at hand. Absolutely not. We aren't. That's just not it. I think that we have gotten to this place where men think they're the prize. They're carrying on like they're the prize. And women are so desperate that's why they believe that they're the prize.
But you could have did that without degrading us a little bit, because men don't think they the prize.
Yeah, they do.
Shit, yes, I do.
See, I'm not.
See?
I don't agree
But
with you.
I got a reason behind that.
That's not a degradation. That's not to degrade y'all. It's just to say that y'all.
But I think we're using the wrong word.
Man, leave, right?
Okay, what word?
Yeah, but I think we're using the wrong word. When you say,
when I say prize, I mean like you got all different calibers of men. I'm actually a man that really put in the work. I really do man stuff. So when a woman that's not really used to that, they don't even know how to handle that.
So to
they
her,
used to the ones that don't even do nothing.
See, that's different. You a gift to her, but to be a prize
that's what
is a little different. For me, that's different, because when you say I'm the prize, that means you are the goal to catch and search.
I totally disagree with Spanish when he say he's the prize. Yeah. No man is the prize. God did not make men prizes. He did.
He made man the lead, so don't know man supposed to be behind no woman.
Certain situations. He made. Let's be clear. Women are very much emotionally and
very powerful.
Strong.
I said powerful.
Men are physically stronger. That's the only way he made you lead, is the head of the household is supposed to provide and supposed to. But nowadays, in the non-traditional,
a woman want to be alpha and a man alpha. It don't work.
Fact.
In the non-traditional way that we're living now, women make their own money as well. When I was married, we brought both of our income. That's
right. That's what you're supposed to do.
And so it's not, my husband wasn't paying all the bills. It was everything was 50-50. But besides when it came to
that's some cool shit. But everybody don't even got that concept.
I would never let a man pay my bills.
And that's just some real shit. You ain't even have to come to an agreement. Some people you gotta like kind of will them into this. That's like it make you mad, man. Like damn,
a man is not the prize, and women don't let men trick you or manipulate you into believing that.
No,
you are the prize, especially if you bring something to the table.
The Bible calls the female spouse the helpmeet. So I thought that meant that I'm supposed to meet you and help, not provide.
Facts.
You said as a woman, and the Bible said
help. So I meet you and help.
Some people, they don't even come with the help.
Now you are right. You have so many women that feel like, oh well,
I'm just looking for everybody to help them. They can't even do it for themselves, and they get it done. But at the end of the day, shit.
But if all women feel like how a lot of women feel nowadays, like, oh, well, I'm giving up this pussy. I don't feel like I got to. No, because women be just as horny as men.
Absolutely.
Not horny.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you.
That don't mean take care of my home.
No, that don't mean. That's why I said.
Me, I agree with Tosha. It's a difference between
I thought I was
you
just
being the head of a household, you providing for your family, you doing what you're supposed to do. And like she said, she's supposed to be a help. She's supposed to be an add-on. In my previous relationship, I'm not gonna say she didn't pay much, because I think I did.
I just want to know she can contribute if I need her.
What's she contributing?
She contributed in her own way.
And what way was that?
That was the way that I needed her to contribute,
See,
but it didn't have nothing to do.
Okay, well that's going into what Tosha said, like help me.
But that's what I'm saying. It was help to motivate me to go get the money so I could take care of us.
Well, that's not helping us that we're talking about.
Contributing to the bills. But I like and I love the concept of a complete 50-50 situation.
50-50 is the best.
You can't even get with me if you ain't coming like
have more money in y'all pockets to do whatever it is that y'all want to do.
No, I just think it's a pressure point. It ain't got nothing to do with money.
You just gotta have a mindset like that. Everybody mindset ain't like that.
Mine is like that. I'm not letting no man pay all my bills. I'm sorry.
So let me just break and remind everybody that we are back in the studio this week. So that means we can take callers. And it is heating up in here. And it's heating up in the comments on Facebook. And it's heating up on Instagram. So y'all got things to say.
Do we really want to answer a call?
We want to answer a call.
What's the phone number? Let me give it to my viewers.
Do call us at 248-854-9850.
That number is 248-854-9850. If y'all got something to say, if y'all want to join in, I'm pretty sure you, Hollywood, I know you want to chime in on this. Call in real quick. The number again is 248-854-9850. 9850.
Don't be long-winded.
Call us in. You got 2 minutes to comment on the topic. Non-traditional versus traditional relationships. How do you guys feel about a woman proposing to a man?
So wait.
What do you feel? I haven't got the...
Wait, it's a
I don't want no
comment.
woman
It's a
proposing to me.
comment in Facebook that I think we should talk about or unpack a little bit. She said that's prostitution. I guess in terms of accepting money. Who said?
For
Did
the
somebody say
exchange for
something?
sex?
Did somebody say something about like
I
money?
mean, but it's
Nobody
everybody's a prostitute.
I only
Wait.
think it's prostitution.
What is she saying as a prostitute?
It doesn't matter. Everybody's a
I
prostitute.
missed the statement that was made that she's responding to, but I'm assuming like if you say that somebody should be paying you or giving you money if you having sex with them,
Yeah, no,
But
nobody said that though.
I
But
feel like
what's wrong with that?
But even if you're in a marriage, that's whatever it is, it's all prostitution.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
For men and women. You flooding yourself out
Yeah, what's wrong
to
with
get
that?
what you want.
I think prostitution has a negative connotation, of course.
Let's change it.
It shouldn't always.
However, I do feel like if we are in a relationship of any kind, whether it's a situationship or just a sexual relationship or whatever, I think that we should be able to lean on each other in whatever ways. Like if I need you, you
That's
scratch my back, I scratch your back. If you know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying, like, or else why are we?
Well,
This isn't fruitful. I got
Yep.
friends, platonic friends, where we look out for one another. So why am I let somebody get my guts and they ain't trying to help or look out?
I feel you.
Bing,
It's a no
bong.
for me, and I'm not a prostitute, but it's just a no for me. What are you here for?
That's true.
I'm with you.
Damn,
I'm
that
100%
was, I
with
think
you.
that was the first time everybody got kind of silent.
Yeah,
That was true,
the
but
truth.
that was
a
true.
clear
It's the truth.
agreement
But what
across
about the ones that don't think like that?
Well,
Then they the ones that's prostituting.
Yeah.
That's the ones that feel like, oh, well, I shouldn't have.
But we're not going down prostitution.
No,
We're not
we ain't
down in it.
that.
We're not
We ain't
down-
down in
don't
it.
be-
This real life.
Chuck
We're
said,
not-
don't
we are
disrespect
not-
the sex
This
workers.
people hustles.
Do not
This
frown
real life
upon
shit.
the sex workers.
Listen.
This is the real profession.
We're not here to bash nobody, but
Okay.
it's we're not doubting them, but it's the truth. The ones that's upset about what we're saying is,
Hey,
But you watch porn though, right?
I love porn.
Okay, so you support the cause.
what don't apply, let fly. What don't apply, let fly. That's all they
True.
motherfucker mad this shit. It hit a nerve. That's what
That's
it's
right.
called.
Sorry about
That's
that.
fine.
If it
That's
don't
fine.
apply, let it fly.
So being that we on the traditional and non-traditional relationships, I know this is going to be kind of touchy because it may be a personal question, but is anybody in a non-traditional relationship at this moment?
That's all I've been having all my life.
Any
Stop looking at me,
I'm not looking at anybody in
Savage,
particular.
Mr. Savage.
I'm just,
Keep looking at me,
I'm
tapping
just
me.
asking, across the board, is anybody in that currently at this moment? Like
I
it's
am
just non-traditional, it's not, I'm not going to say,
Yeah.
it's for
I
you.
know.
It's not for everybody else. It's what you made with that individual, and it's best for y'all.
My last 5 years worth of relationships have been non-traditional. So, I mean, we can get into that, or I can let Mr. Spanish speak on
Tell us
it.
about his experience.
Hold up. Let me stay
I
quiet because
definitely
people don't
have a question
believe.
though about the non-traditional relationships and like the double standard that can exist. I'm not saying it does, but like for instance, you always hear about like polyamory or men having more than one woman, or you'll hear about when a man and a woman are together and they invite somebody in the bedroom. Typically, it's another woman.
But there's tribes in Africa where women have multiple husbands.
That's
what I was
true
gonna,
nature.
That's what I was going
That's
to
what
get
it
at
is.
for the fellas. My question is what's good for the goose good for the gander? Like,
Yeah, just not for me.
so your woman can't bring dudes home.
Yeah, when
For
I'm
all
not
of
there,
y'all.
if that's what we agree,
Yeah, when I'm not
if we agree that she could have outside
Oh, my
relationships,
God.
I'm all for it. But it has to be an agreement. It has to be we both are doing what we want to
But
do.
she
But
wants-
communication is key.
But she wants this person to partake with y'all, just like oftentimes the woman that's brought in partakes with the couple. She is with the couple.
That's a different conversation because then we have to set rules and boundaries about what I don't want to see you do, what I can't handle versus what I can't handle.
But he can come.
But I think everything is possible depending on who you with. I think open conversation will actually take you a long way because at the end of the day, you both always want pretty similar to the same thing. It's just what that looks like for you and how comfortable you could be with
That
your
person.
mate. Yeah, like, I mean, it can happen. I've seen that swinging. I was actually a fan of swinging years ago.
Well, before it was popular, huh? Just
It's
being
not that. It's
a
not that
Oh,
before it was
shit.
popular. It's just that I was in a particular situation where I wanted to swing, and she didn't want to swing. You know, I was called every name up under the sun for wanting to do that, but I felt like we both was young. We both was able to explore and see what we like, what we want, and being that we got together so young, it wasn't possible for her to have the fun that she should have actually had. So it was really like me saying, let me give you these 10 hall passes so you can enjoy yourself, but I'm enjoying myself at the same time.
I want to cut you off for like 2 seconds. Let's be clear about when we say swing, because I had a guy and I was laying in the bed with this was like a week ago, and I was like, "Man, what you feel about swinging?" And he was like, "Well, I ain't fucking no man." So
That's
let's
not
be
swinging.
clear.
That's not swinging.
That's why I want to clarify.
Everybody
Some
gets to
people
play
think.
with the.
Some people think that when you swing, the man has to deal with the
No.
man. That's
Well,
not
you're
true.
talking about a
That's not true. We're
orgy,
talking
or you
about
talking
two
about something
women,
else?
2 men, and the women deal with each other. The guy and the girl, the other guy, like the
You
woman
putting
and
too
man.
many rules to it. Here, this is what happens.
I'm not putting too many rules to it. I just want to clarify.
guy hit the other
So
nigga
guys don't
business.
always think
No,
that
but
swinging you have to
everybody-
deal with the man. That's not true.
Everybody has their own rules with how they handle when they swinging with other couples. It's you basically swapping partners. But there's also situations with those particular partners may be into other things where they could take it there where they swapping each other completely with all
But that's
four
why I
of them.
said it's
Watch
not
this.
always that.
But there's a
What about
different
the one-
scenario for everybody.
What about
It's
the
a
one?
different scenario, but that's why I said it's not always that.
No, definitely not.
Is it clear to say that a couple that stay together?
Play together?
No.
No, that's
swi-
not
I thought that was coming.
Hey,
too.
they
I ain't
swing.
gonna- I ain't
They
gonna do
swinging
that.
anyway without them even knowing they swing because both of them stepping out. Bing bong. Damn. They swing.
Hey,
Hey, how you
part-
go?
Now you touching on a
Hey,
touchy
look.
topic.
Everybody come back home like ain't nothing
I
there.
ain't
Everybody
doing
got an
that.
attitude.
But meanwhile, they fucking all the same people.
And then they fuck each other.
But you
They
know
fuck
why?
each other.
So I
you
can't
know
get
what?
rid of that BB.
They swinging.
Because they too traditional. If they wasn't so traditional, they would be able to have a conversation and explain that we
Damn.
are fucking on the same person.
Oh man.
We
I
just
refuse
sit down
to
and talk.
believe that
a lot
everybody
of
in
people
traditional
swinging. They
relationships
just don't
that
call
there's
it
one
that.
person who longs to not be traditional. I refuse to believe that.
I think that is a fact. I think that in a traditional relationship, there's always somebody that dies. Not,
Wait,
not in
what?
the not in the.
Because I was saying I refuse to believe that in every traditional relationship there's one party that prefers to not be traditional.
Yeah.
And he's saying I believe that there is one
But that's
person in
why it
every
works,
relationship
because
that's dying
That's
to
where the
their
communication
true
come in at.
desires.
Some people bring shit out of motherfucker they ain't even know they had in them. It just be the right type of guy.
This is very true.
I just want to backtrack for 1 second because Jenny K cleaned up her statement or clarified her statement rather. She said that someone up here mentioned how dating is now where people seem to demand money and things up front just to date, and she was saying that is prostitution. Every relationship gives
When
and
you say
takes
demand
something.
money up
pay no
front,
money for no
If you
goddamn
demand the
date.
money up front, then yes, that you're a prostitute.
This got to be a mutual
With
agreement
sex
for all that
or
like you.
with dating or I don't know.
That's
I'm
a-
not paying no
recommend
woman for no
anything
date.
from
This
anybody.
got to be a mutual agreement for me to like you.
But that's what I'm saying. When you say up front,
I'm
how
gonna
was
pay
it
you to
asked?
like you.
Because when
Yeah,
I go on a
right.
date with a guy, if a
I'ma-
guy's
I'ma
paying for
pay
me to
you
go on
to-
a date with him,
I'm gonna pay you to like you. Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna
No,
pay
but
the
listen,
tip.
think about it. Think about it. How
Get outta
how
here.
was that asked? You could have said, I want to get a drink. Not saying give me the money, but naturally you should get the money. You know what I'm saying? So how did that play out? 'Cause
So let me give you a scenario because I'm confused. So if I go out with a guy, I tell him I'm like, come on, let's hang out, let's have drinks, and I pay for everything. Am I tricking with him?
No.
yeah.
No.
So I'm a major trick. Okay, for all of y'all,
No,
just
you
you
trick.
said you
That is-
invited him out.
If they say that's tricking,
I trick my dollars.
No.
No, Bam,
No,
you
that's
said
not-
you invited
if-
him
if
out.
they-
That's
if
not
I, like-
tricking. You invited him out.
That's what I'm saying, and I pay for everything.
No.
Like, does that make me a
No.
trick?
No, you're not
No,
trick.
you
Or if
invited
he
him.
called me like, babe, I want to go out. And
Now, if
I
you're
have
inviting
no-
him every single time and you're paying for everything, I
It
mean,
just
I
shouldn't
mean-
be every single time.
and
well,
that ain't never gonna
But
happen.
see, I take that back
But
too
I don't
because
have no
I like the
problem.
women that buy drinks sometimes. Shit, you
Y'all
don't
know,
get that
y'all
too
know,
often.
y'all go out with me, so y'all know I don't have no problem paying. But I mean, most guys be like, no, baby, put your money in your pocket. I got you. Even like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But
that showed me character in a woman right there.
Even when I go out on a major date, like, oh, we went to a nice fancy restaurant and the guy's paying $300-$400 for the bill, I don't have no problem. I'll tip the server. Like, listen.
But what I have an issue with is why do my platonic male friends treat me better than men that I've dated?
They
Like,
your
in terms
platonic
of-
friends. They not looking at you at the same way
They
as
have
them.
your best interest at heart. Like real talk. Like me and you
Yes,
are
yes.
best
They ain't
friends.
feeling
Yes.
they ain't feeling no emotions from you.
There's nothing that I'm
That's
expecting
why.
from you as my best friend.
They feeling
I don't have
they
any
feeling you,
expectations.
but they ain't feeling your emotions like that guy that's driving up in you. It's a difference.
Oh, coming to see you, spending his gas, spending his money, taking
I'm
you
talking
out.
about the emotional
The
attachment
texts.
to this shit.
I ain't talking about the emotion.
let me ask
Because
this.
really, for me, and a lot of men there is the emotion don't get there until like
I ain't talking about the
Get to
man.
know you.
I'm talking about the woman.
they already from emotion. From
They
the moment
already
you enter, 'cause
emotional.
it's
I'm
an
not wrong.
exchange. That's
Don't
part
look
of
at me
their
like that.
purpose.
I'm wrong. All women are emotional. So it's some attachment to it. Even some just know
All
how to
women
control.
are not emotional. That's,
No. I'm finna say.
Let the
Hold on.
thug. Go ahead, thug. Tell him.
Some just
All
know.
women are not
Some just
emotional.
know how to control their feelings.
Tasha,
okay,
you
well, maybe
emotional?
you're right. Okay, maybe I'm
Am
that
I
one.
emotional? Dang, that's such a loaded question. I am emotional.
Not in the relate. I'm talking about when you dating somebody. Not. I know, but I'm talking about dating somebody.
It's a
Are you
couple
emotional?
people
gotta
on
be
here
in
that I
love.
dated. Am I emotional?
I don't know, Chuck. You think I'm emotional?
Yeah.
Not when you
People in my
dating.
life
I
right
gotta
now
be
that
in
I
love.
dated.
Ain't no
Yeah,
woman
that's
not
right. I
emotional.
gotta be in love. But like when I'm just dating, I don't even like y'all.
Oh, I like when I'm dating. I like it.
Oh, Jenny clarified again. She said
For
she was
30
saying
days, you
if
ain't
you go
lying.
out with someone one time and then after that first date you mentioning you need a bill paid before he can even ask you out again, that's a bit much.
No.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of think it is. I ain't asking nobody
Yes
to pay
or
my
no?
bills.
I've never
I'm
asked
just,
anybody to pay
especially
bills.
if you haven't gave him no sex. Like, how you gonna sit up? You gonna get mad if a guy just automatically asks you for sex, but you don't think that he gonna feel away if you ask him for money for a bill that he ain't even.
Man, they do
like,
that
he not
crazy.
Even,
That
he
shit
not
be
even sitting up
crazy.
in your household bringing
Man.
the bill up. But get along, you want him to pay it? Like, I
Man, that
think
shit
that's
be
wrong. I
crazy.
think that's weird.
Yeah, that
I'm
shit
not
be
asking
crazy.
no
And
guy
then
to
they
pay
get
my
mad at
bill.
you.
I'm not asking no guy. Okay, I got a question.
The
So
real
if I
ones you
take-
don't even have to ask. That's my thing.
What you mean?
You don't have to ask.
What you mean? A real
If he
friend
like
like.
you,
A real
No,
one, period.
if a
You
guy
don't
likes
The
have
real one
to-
don't. He don't know what your bills cost. Some
But
had
he-
to come out for him to know something.
No. I'm saying
But
you
he
don't
don't
have
ask
to
you like,
really
baby, do
ask.
you need anything?
Exactly.
Is everything all right? You need your nails done? Like, he might see like that
But
you need
not
a
on the
feeling.
second date.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're
asking
right
about
about
the
that.
second date.
Unless
No.
he feeling like
You right about that.
he
I
been
don't give a
courting
shit
you
what you
already.
need. I don't care if your kids ate or not. The second date, them little motherfuckers be starving. Don't ask
me,
me about.
me,
Yeah, don't
bitch.
be talking about the lights is due, the phone about to get turned off.
You got
Get you a
some
second
guys that
job.
peep shit out what a woman need and just do. I'm one of them type too. I ain't gonna. I know what you mean.
Not
You
on
don't
the
have-
second date.
she
though.
don't have
you
to
ain't doing
ask.
it on date
She
two.
don't gotta ask you. I mean,
No,
certain
your-
shit you can just see and just the type of person you is. Everybody ain't like this, so you do know when you get this type of person. But you know,
You luck
some
up.
Just
Yeah, you look up because everybody.
Amen.
Then you got some that didn't even know how to treat it.
Okay.
That's true.
majority. The thug.
So if you pay for the hotel
Talking about
room
the thug.
with a nigga, is you tricking? Asking for a friend.
I am the underdog.
If you pay for the hotel with a nigga, cause you want to hit him, is that tricking?
No, I think that we both should be paying for rooms. I'm not paying
mean-
for the room every time we
Yeah.
link it
Not
up.
every time. I'm not. I'm just
Yeah,
saying. Like,
I don't think it's tricking.
But traditionally,
because I'm
we would
confused by
pay for
your
the
view
room
on
every time.
Facebook. Everything tricking on.
That's the young. I think the youngins, they think everything is tricking when really it's just some of that is your obligation as a man, and then the other piece of that is that you should want to do it.
I'm also going to add that this generation really comes off super poor. Like everything is a complaint. Everything that's got to do with
Not super
You
poor.
know what I say though?
everything that's like a fiscal conversation.
Not super poor.
I'm so serious because I'm telling you, like when I was even
What about?
younger,
Are you specifically talking about the men or the women or both?
Both.
Both.
Shit.
Both.
Shit, that's
both.
It's
And I
deep.
wouldn't say poor. I would say
I'm saying
low
poor
budget
because of
we
the
call
way.
it low budget in my household.
Right,
We ain't
saying
poor.
that's
Both.
where I'm
I'm
getting
low
at. I'm
budget
saying
right
now. It ain't
poor
no-
because of the way
it ain't
people
no-
go about it too. Like it's so desperate. Like it's so like. I
Give
don't
us an
know.
example.
like earlier, like what she was saying, like if anybody was to tell somebody like, oh well, if to go out with me, you got to pay this bill or to do this. That just
Now
make
that
it
sound
sound
like some stripper shit. I'm gonna tell you, when I was a dancer, when I was dropping that ass, I'm not gonna lie. Guys used to ask me, how much is it gonna cost? Like, if you don't, I don't want you to go to work tonight. How much is it gonna cost? If I decide that I feel like I don't really want to shake some ass tonight, and I'd rather go out and have drinks with you and have fun, no sex intended. If it happened, it happened. But I'm 90% of the times it didn't happen. But I gotta clear that up. It's gonna cost me $1,000. Okay, yeah, come on, let's do it. So I forgot.
Is that prostitution?
Kinda.
Even though you didn't
It
fuck him,
kinda
but
is.
he paid for your day.
It kind of is.
And you, when a motherfucker pay though.
It's like in Pretty Woman before she actually sealed the deal with
I have
him.
no shame in my game, boo, and y'all know that. Yes, I have went on plenty of dates and I went to work for that cash, for that food, for all that shit. I don't care.
Y'all know my favorite line: "Get that bread."
So you be getting that head. So is you prostituting or what? Don't look away.
You asking me?
I'm asking her.
Oh.
I mean, unless you want to answer.
I'm not a prostitute.
I'm definitely not
Have you ever
prostituting.
been
No, you're a
though?
prostitute.
No, I've never been that. I've
I'm
been
not
a gentleman,
prostituting,
though.
but I have teetered with one in the OnlyFans because, like,
You said you did what with the fans?
I have teetered with wanting
What's
in
teeter?
OnlyFans, like going back and forth in my mind. Like,
What do OnlyFans do?
They getting that money on there.
What do they do on there? No, I don't know.
they
They
do whatever they want.
in some freaky
No, they do
positions.
whatever they
Oh,
want.
okay, yeah.
I ain't saying
I
everybody.
can have an OnlyFans page and literally read books, and they could be erotica books or whatever I want it to be. But that's my OnlyFans page, so
That's
it's
a
just
good
Okay,
whatever.
but I'm gonna tell you, even
I'm thinking
it's
about
better
it
to
now,
just
like-
go on Pornhub. I think they paying like $1,000
No,
and
yeah,
up.
Yeah,
she
but
talking about is that you
Pornhub
can
is
do
too
anything.
open. Like you
Yeah.
have to pay for the subscription for OnlyFans, so it's
Yes,
exclusive.
they paying it. They paying for the
But what if they
performance.
right now it's nothing exclusive because I can video record, I can screen record you, and I can
No,
have
but you
it.
can't get her recording reading a book like she said. Like,
But
that
if you
was actually
decided
genius.
to want to play with your pussy, and I wanted to screen
And
record
you were on my OnlyFans?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can see.
I mean, if you want to use the money somebody paid is the point. So even if the one person who paid screen records me and shares me for free with everybody else, well, they're the dummy who paid and gave it to everybody else for free. Somebody paid.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a subscription. It's like
It's
that.
a
Subscription.
Okay. I'm not really hip to the
Oh,
OnlyFans.
yeah,
I mean, I've heard of it a
because they
trillion
was
times.
talking
but I
about.
just
They
don't
say
really know too much about
Tiger.
it.
Tiger. Oh,
Ty
Little
makes
Fizz,
$7 million
One of our leaks.
off his OnlyFans page. They
Oh,
is
yeah.
paying to see Ty freak himself.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And to see
Black
who
China.
You know,
Chris Brown
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Now I pay for Chris Brown.
They,
But he
Okay.
wasn't, and they said he wasn't showing anything. They was like, I paid $20 for this mug to be out here dancing.
No, I need to hear good reviews first before I spend my hard-earned
What about
dollar.
internet dating?
they
Since
just
y'all
was talking
all
about this on the radio this week.
Not internet dating. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that's non-traditional relationships. People having relationships over the internet, but not necessarily meeting in person.
Sorry,
I
I
can't
ain't
do
got
nothing
time
like
for
that.
that.
I ain't no cyber.
Oh, y'all don't know that
I don't
shit?
have time for
That's
that.
going
I
on
ain't no
heavy.
cyber.
You can get
though.
that catfish
People
out
been in
of here.
relationships for
I ain't even talking
years
to you
and have
that long on the
never
side.
physically
that
seen
sounds like
each
that
other.
TV show, The Catfish.
Yeah.
No, they
Pull
ain't
up.
catfishing. It's like it's beyond catfish. Like they live in this. Like every day.
Like, this is my boyfriend. I can't go nowhere, do nothing. Whatever he say goes. No way. Fucking
Look,
no way.
I knew somebody that worked with me. She dated a dude for like 3 years online. Went to Nigeria. Got him. Brought him back here. They got married. They're still together.
Yeah, that was.
I know somebody that
waited
did something
3
similar.
years.
Is this the same person that we... Because
I
I
don't-
know somebody
I
that
ain't-
did something
yeah.
similar. We'll talk offline.
No, we not.
Yes, we will.
I'm not
Because I
telling her
know
shit.
somebody that did that. I know somebody that literally did that.
So I have a question for those who are down with the non-traditional relationships. How do you decide that the main person is your person? Like if it's open and you're able to have all of this freedom.
Who the main person is?
The main person.
Wait a minute.
That's like as a pig, pussy, pork.
Well, I'm just saying, how do you decide?
She
Like,
said, "How do you decide who's the main person?"
how do you decide that this person is the main? This person is who you're in a relationship.
Who you love? Who you in love with?
90%
But
of the
if you
time,
don't
if
love
you're in
me,
a
why you need
non-traditional
all these
relationship...
extras?
No, see, that's a different topic, Tasha.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of what Tasha is probably trying to say. In a non-traditional, I'm not saying that I'm in this type of relationship, but I will give you an example of a relationship that I was in not long ago. The guy had a girlfriend, live-in girlfriend. They lived together, so that was his person.
Right.
I had him in a previous time, and he was my person.
Okay.
He's no longer my person now because he has a girlfriend now, but we came back together and I'm single. I'm not really doing nothing. He had good dick back then and it was cool for me because I'm not really looking for that serious
But
attachment.
you know you're not
See,
the main,
you got the same thing
I
as me.
know that I'm not the main person, but you treat me like I'm the main. All my friends think I'm the main. They question it. Do this man really even got a girlfriend? Because bitch, he with you all the time.
Yeah.
It seems
Type
like
shit,
that
so-
though with side pieces. It always seemed like they with the
And
side piece
anywhere
more.
I'm at, he's
You
pulling
are.
up. Anywhere, anything I want to do, he's paying. Like whatever it is, and
But it is a fact. No, she asked the question while
What
you
was
was
the question?
explaining that. No, she made a comment rather.
I
She
said
asked
it
the-
seemed like it's always seemed like the person that's cheating is with their side piece
And I
more.
said you are. And the reason for that is because at the end of the day, the only reason why you really stepping out is for the adventure. And your
And it
side
probably
piece is
is.
way more funner. And your
And it
girl is at
probably
home already bitching before you walk through the door. So sometimes you need that extra oomph so you can get in there and kiss her. Because you might not even want to deal with her.
or you
bullshit.
might love your side piece more. I mean, we don't know.
No.
Don't.
That's a different deal. You talking about people wife and side pieces.
I ain't say
marrying
wife.
this
stranger
I'm not
things
saying
have
wife
happened.
because I'm not fucking with no married men. I'm saying
You draw
I'm
the line
saying-
there.
I ain't really drawing the line there because I have.
Okay, see, yeah, because
But
I
I'm saying
God
now-
damn, ain't no, yeah,
Shit,
because
why
that's why I
y'all
said.
gotta got all that narcotic.
She definitely non-traditional.
I'm so non-traditional. I feel like, you know what? I ain't got to get all this of what I feel like Tasha.
No, you do what work for you. You do what work for you.
it too.
And
Do
that's
what
what
makes
you
me
told
happy
mean
in that
to.
moment. Life is
I
for the
mean, shit,
living.
there's people in
and-
all walks of life, so this is what happened. This is natural. What's the fuck?
Real
shit.
spill.
What we supposed to act like this don't happen?
No, you're supposed to do what's for you. That's what's most important. What makes you happy?
And I'm sorry for all the women that I heard out there. I mean, you probably didn't know it was me.
Now you know.
You probably still won't know it was me, but
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
He probably was mad first.
That was a public apology, y'all. Please
It
accept
was.
it.
It was.
It doesn't get better than
Don't
that.
come to my job trying to come to me as a woman and fight and all that stuff because you're not going to win. Let's just start there.
First, you got to make sure she ain't still dealing with the nigga.
I could be.
I could be.
Because I'm still on my non-traditional relationship shit. And even when I decide to get in a relationship, it's probably going to be non-traditional.
It's gonna be boring.
I'm going to
'cause
have
you ain't.
multiple partners.
I love it here.
Where do we find
the
them,
truth.
Natasha? Come on now.
You're responsible for BAM. Thank you.
I can't help who I associate with.
I'm just
Associate or deal.
See, now she talking
Because you
way
be
too
around all the
much.
niggas. You be around all my niggas. Now let's
She
be
talking
clear.
too much. We about to cut our ass, Mike. Cut that mic
Her
off.
ass might. I ain't show my ass yet.
We are having way too much fun, and the show is going to end soon. So if anybody wants to call, make sure you do 248-854-9850. We want to hear from you. If you are in a non-traditional relationship, hit us up. If you prefer traditional and you're in a traditional relationship, hit us up. If
What
you're
is-
single, hit us up.
I'm sorry. What is our next week topic about?
The
Being that we
modern
waiting
woman.
on that.
The who?
Oh yeah.
Great segue coming out of
What's the
relationship talk. The modern woman.
You know, you bad
Where they
bitches.
at?
Good luck.
I want to know where they at.
These hoes
Please,
ain't
stop.
modern.
The baddie.
Or
Please come out.
They just as strong as you. The ones that want to lift weights with you.
Nah, I ain't.
The one to fight you, swing on you.
That's the non-traditional.
Wait, is that the modern woman?
Yeah.
The modern woman swings on it, man?
The
She
new
do all
school.
that.
Okay, define
You said
modern
who?
woman because I'm
She do
confused.
all
The new
that.
schools.
She
New
don't.
school, okay.
She don't
Modern
need
School
you.
too. That
New
ain't nothing.
No, I'm
That's-
talking about she do everything. She don't need you. She don't want you. It's all about her. It's all about her self-worth, her self-growth.
Miss Independent.
It's no time really for a man.
Good
For
luck.
the modern day woman because she's too busy being a boss. You know, she got to get that bread. She ain't trying to really have no kids. She ain't really trying to really settle down. Really, she's not a whore. You know,
But she just put herself first.
she's promiscuous.
Do they got kids?
They may. Some of them do.
But
Some
do
of
they
them
take care of
don't.
their kids?
Ain't nothing wrong with
No,
her.
she too busy.
She too busy. So the kids with the grandma.
Yeah, grandma, auntie,
Or wherever she can drive a bus.
stepmama. Really,
Mostly, okay, well,
a
I'm
lot of
that.
times stepmama's been stepping in heavy lately.
There's a lot
Really.
of promiscuous women out here. Ain't nothing wrong with it sometimes.
But when I say that, I mean that in all aspects, not just sexually. She could be promiscuous with her business. Like, she busy all the fucking time. That's really what the
they
modern
make
day
time
woman
for
is.
when they want to make time for.
24/7.
It just got to be that special guy. I like dealing with them too.
See, there you
They
go.
make time for who they want to make time for. Other than that, yeah, I'm busy,
That's
bro.
true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm busy, bum. They spinning you and everything. But that special motherfucker, oh, they make time. Believe that.
Yeah, it's supposed to definitely be like that.
I'm definitely a super spinner.
What's a super spinner?
I be spinning
Heavy.
Spinner or spinner?
Spinner.
Oh.
Like super.
Spinning,
So she ain't
spin
really
your
linking
ass
up.
real fast.
She doing a lot of talking, but
Lot
she
of
ain't
talk,
really
lot of
linking.
talk, lot of text.
Like legit see the person, they like, I want to come through, come through, and then don't answer. Don't answer my phone.
Well, now
Literally
they know.
15 minutes later, then the next morning be like, oh, sleep.
Y'all hear
I
what
passed up.
what she do?
So,
No.
I'm not a super spinner, but I don't really like to get to know people, new people. It's very, very hard for me to meet somebody that I don't know and just feel like, okay, well, let's get to know it. It's so hard. I think that's why I'm so
On the
accustomed to getting back with exes and people from my past.
God damn,
Even though,
just like me.
I never
got
really,
that problem
I
bad.
never really left a situation
fucked
on
up.
bad terms.
I struggle with
We
that too,
need to
Bam.
rebuke y'all.
I'd rather
for that.
fuck with the
Y'all
old
need
people too
rebuke.
than the new
No,
motherfuckers.
but Charles, you see what happens
At least I
when
know a
new
little
people
about
come
them.
in. They
Man,
come
new people
in
will ruin you.
and they don't be
They
on
will
point.
ruin you.
So you just go to an old faithful because A, it's comfortable. B, you already know them.
So y'all traditional.
And you know you're not going
That's
to get
not
BV.
necessarily
It's too many
traditional.
role playing
Did you
going
hear me,
on out
Tasha?
here.
You
That's
know
all.
you're not going to get BV with a...
Too many
with a-
roles.
No. You don't go backwards.
Oldie day keeps the BB away.
No.
Okay?
Older your day keeps the BV away. I
Don't go
like that.
backwards though. That's the problem
I
with
mean,
people.
but
It's
listen,
not
if
necessarily
you're not
backwards
going into
if you keep them on deck. It's like, remember those
If you keep
cigarettes
who?
that for the smoke
Keep
on
them on
deck?
deck.
Remember those cigarettes for smokers that used to be in a glass and it's like in case of emergency, break open glass? In case
And
they
not-
desperate for that last square.
and not if
You just buy a new
That's all.
pack.
And
You
it's
just
not
breaking open
necessarily
the
going back
glass.
to the past if you're not being in a relationship, a full-blown relationship with them. I'm not trying to be with you and wife you.
It is.
I'm
Once I
just
cut
trying to have
somebody
fun.
off, I
Same.
don't do
See,
that.
that's where the communication
I don't do that.
come in.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? It's-
You don't even get that pleasure of me coming back and to deal with you. Like, that's crazy. I'm not doing that.
Oh, I do.
I'm not going backwards. No, I don't do that.
Because a lot of times
I'm
I
not
don't get
going
on bad
backwards.
terms.
Hey, you know what it's all about? In the new dating world, everybody do the same shit. It really be about who problems you feel like dealing with. I don't give a
that's why
fuck.
I
I done got in
back.
all new relationships. It might not be the same thing, but it be the same thing, just a different way.
I
So it's really
disagree.
be about who problems you want to do with. So I can go back and fuck with somebody, then deal with this whole new motherfucker that's a whole
But it's
fucking crud
A
dog.
problem that you
It's
ain't
about
never
how
ever
you
get rid of.
man,
They
get
go
the
into
fuck
your
on.
house, busting your windows
It's
out.
really
yeah,
spending
I'd rather deal
calling
with somebody.
people from your
Yeah.
phone, going through your phone.
I ain't friendly like that.
None of my hoes know they don't go through my phones. We not go. I don't like. We ain't playing those crazy games. Like I don't got
I hear
time.
what
I'm
Spanish
straight.
is saying, but what I think it is it's more about finding that person that you can't live without, that actually treats you the way you
Can't find
like to be treated. Therefore, when they do something wrong, for lack of better words, it's easier to forgive
Or work
and move
through it.
past it because they are bringing something to your life that you don't believe you can get
But
elsewhere.
are we ready for that yet?
Yeah.
But are we ready for that yet?
I'm ready for that. I've had it. I want it again, and that's why I be tossing them.
Some people, they don't know how to
you're ready
treat
for
that part.
And are you ready for that?
They don't know how to treat that.
The person you can stick with, be with forever, your long last, your happily ever
Absolutely.
after. I'm not ready for my happily ever
Absolutely.
after.
Really?
I'm not financially ready. I'm not mentally ready. I'm not in a space where I'm all like completely dedicated and ready. I'm not ready. So I don't
See?
want to ruin somebody because I'm not ready.
But nobody
that's
is perfect.
real.
Are you working on those things?
I'm
Because if you're a
working
work in
towards it. I
progress,
need
you
another
still
year and a
deserve.
half, 2 years though.
I feel
before
like as a
start
work in
feeling
progress,
like
people
I
still
really
deserve.
need that.
Well, that's real.
I'm not ready for that yet.
That's
I'm not.
real.
What about you?
Bad.
Are you ready for that yet?
Nope.
Are you in the right space to be able to take care of
Nope.
your partner how you want to?
Nope.
I'm not ready for that.
So
I'm
being
sorry.
that we're
But you-
running out of time, I'm gonna say a comment and then Tasha gonna piggyback off of my comment. But I'm gonna say this to our guests because
Okay.
they both just admitted that they're not ready for that type of relationship. There is no such thing of being ready. There's no such thing of being in a financial place where you're ready,
Yes.
being in a mental place that you're ready. When that right person come into your life, by all means, don't turn them away because you don't have the finances.
It
Don't
ain't
turn
about
them
the
away
finances.
because you ain't where you think you should be because
Exactly.
that woman or that man could
Gonna
be that
accept it.
next step to get you where you're supposed to be.
Well, that's what I'm
so you
talking
gotta
about.
be receptive.
And they think enough of you. You are enough.
Yes.
Period.
That's what I'm saying. You can do all that, and they
Flaws
still
and all.
don't know how to appreciate
And you
it.
know what? That's true. I don't necessarily think that I gotta be in a certain financial space to be ready to be in a relationship. But I just feel like I said, I don't want no man paying for everything for me. I don't. I want to be.
Space.
I want to be like.
Good space.
I want everything to be like.
Smooth
And it ain't gotta be literally right when I'm like still not ready. Like
But ready for you.
I ain't ready. I still want to play around.
Well, they still ain't
have
ready.
fun,
I wanna play.
sis. I agree. Have fun.
What we got? We got a couple minutes left, so we want to definitely thank our guests.
Yes.
We could talk about this all night long.
We could.
This can go
Because this went super fast.
on and on and on until the end of time. But we definitely want to thank our guests for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed the show. We hope to get individuals to jump online. Like I said, we still looking for. Hit us up. Let us know what's going on.
Don't be shy. Call in. And if you have products and services and everything, please sponsor. And we will promote your stuff. But we're not promoting anything for the free 99.
Not at all. Not at all.
Love you, mean it.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
We
Thanks for
out.
tuning in.